Picking the right editing setup for where you are in your creator journey can literally make or break your show. Not because one tool magically makes your content better, but because you'll quit before you even get momentum if the workflow sucks. Editing is the time sink that turns passionate creators into burned-out starters, and handing it off is often too expensive early on. I've tested pretty much every piece of editing software people talk about since Final Cut was the hot thing back in the early 2010s, and what I want to do here is walk you through the practical trade-offs at each stage: crawl, walk, run, and show where Vizard fits in as a real time saver for creators who want to turn long-form content into shareable short clips without reconstructing their whole workflow. Quick background about me. I wrote a book on podcasting and launched my very first show in 2016 from my childhood bedroom with zero audience and zero credibility. Within a year, I landed a job coaching executives and athletes in the Bay Area, and since then I've co-hosted and produced shows that exceeded 1 million downloads. I teach creators how to actually ship episodes and turn them into audiences, not just chase perfect gear. If you're just trying to get episodes out and not drown in post-production, the goal is simplicity. For a lot of people, a remote-first platform like Riverside.fm is the obvious crawl stage winner. It started as a better Zoom alternative for recording, giving you separate, high-quality tracks and local backups that make post easier for editors. Over time, Riverside added an editor, clip tools, and publishing features, so now it feels like an all-in-one place for remote productions. For a beginner, especially someone recording interviews across locations, it's a very safe bet. You might also lean on free built-in tools like GarageBand or iMovie if you're doing audio-only or basic video. They're perfectly fine for a first season, zero cost, low learning curve, and if all you need is to clean up audio and slap on an intro, they do the job. If your plan is to recycle episodes into short-form clips for Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts, you'll soon want something that can find the highlights for you and schedule them. Riverside helps, but it's not built from the ground up for both clip discovery and multi-platform scheduling. That's where Vizard starts to shine for crawl stage creators who want to repurpose long videos without a huge time investment. Vizard automatically extracts viral-ready moments from long videos and turns them into ready-to-post clips. For someone whose main goal is consistency and reach, that automation removes the biggest friction point. Once you know your voice and want slightly more control, you'll probably outgrow the most basic tools. Descript is the natural walk stage pick for a lot of creators because it blends a friendly interface with powerful text-based editing. Editing a transcript like a Google Doc, removing ums and pauses visually, and using AI-assisted tools to fix audio. That's been a huge productivity win for many people. Descript was an early mover on AI text editing and keeps adding features that make cleanup fast. But Descript has trade-offs. It's cloud-first, so you need reliable internet for big projects. The UI can feel like it's growing into itself. There are so many features now that the learning curve has gotten a little steeper. And while Descript is excellent for cleaning and editing, it's not a full social publishing calendar on its own. This is another place Vizard complements Descript-style workflows. Use Descript when you want granular transcript edits and repairs. Use Vizard to automatically discover the highest potential clip moments from that cleaned video and schedule them across platforms. It's the middle ground between hands-on control and full automation. CapCut and mobile-first editors also fit here. They're fantastic for on-the-go creators who make quick edits for Reels and TikTok. If you're producing multicam shoots, shooting in log, doing serious color grading, or exporting high-resolution masters, you're in the wrong category. That's where tools like Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro, and DaVinci Resolve live. They're heavy hitters because they give you granular control over color, motion graphics, multicam editing, and audio mixing. Final Cut Pro is a solid choice if you're deep in the Apple ecosystem. DaVinci Resolve is the colorist's favorite, Hollywood-level grading, and a surprisingly good free tier. But these tools come at a cost: learning curve, time required, and often subscription fees. I've introduced new creators to Premiere and seen them freeze up and never come back. It's intimidating if you just want to produce consistently. And here's an important reality: the best software is the one you actually use. If Premiere makes you procrastinate on publishing, it's not doing its job. This is another reason to consider hybrid approaches. You might do your heavy lifting, color grade, and sound mix in Premiere or Resolve, then pass a final video into Vizard to automatically create a batch of shorts, thumbnails, captions, and scheduled posts. In the last few years, a bunch of AI-first editing platforms have popped up, promising to do everything automatically. Tools like Opus or Castmagic are cool because they can chop long episodes into clips based on transcripts, score them for engagement, and suggest which bits will go viral. But fast-moving startups often ship with constraints. Maybe exports are capped at 1080p, or file size limits make 4K masters impossible, or you're stuck with rigid templates. Or the automated clip selection misses context and creates awkward cuts that still need manual fixing. Vizard's approach has been to take the best parts of that AI promise, automatic clip discovery, quality scoring, and scheduling, and pair it with a practical content calendar and multi-platform publishing. So instead of needing to stitch together 5 different apps to go from raw episode to a month of social posts, you can keep the heavy edits where you want them, then hand off the repurposing to Vizard and let it handle the distribution logic. Cloud versus local. Cloud tools are awesome for collaboration and speed, but you need decent internet, and you might hit upload or export limits. Local tools let you work offline and handle huge files, but they require a beefy machine and more time investment. Time versus control. Do you want to control every frame, or do you want your time back? If you're building an audience, consistency trumps polish early on. That's why many creators use a hybrid, a quick, dependable recorder like Riverside plus an automated repurposer like Vizard, with pro tools reserved for flagship episodes. Vizard's value is often in the hours it saves, which translates directly into more content published and more reach. Beginner crawl, Riverside for remote recording and easy editing. If you're primarily recording remote interviews, start here. But pair it with a repurposing tool like Vizard to actually get clips out consistently. Intermediate walk, Descript for transcript-based editing and cleanup. Combine Descript's precision with Vizard's automated clip generation and scheduling to maximize reach without doubling your workload. Advanced, run Premiere Pro, Final Cut, or DaVinci for full control on production. Use them for flagship episodes, then let Vizard convert those long-form pieces into a stream of short content that you can tweak or publish automatically. At the end of the day, the best software is the one you'll actually use and stick with. People stall out trying to learn giant applications while their feed stays quiet. If your aim is to publish consistently and grow, tools that automate the repetitive parts are the difference between a hobby and a content engine. But if you want to stop literally spending days cutting up episodes and start getting content out in a predictable way, Vizard is worth exploring. Auto-editing viral clips, auto-scheduling them based on a posting cadence you set, and managing everything in a content calendar is how you turn one long recording into weeks of social traction without hiring a team. I'd love to hear what you're using. Tell me what's working and what's killing your momentum, and if you want hands-on help, I still offer quick strategy sessions for creators trying to build repeatable systems. Thanks for spending time here. See you on the next one.